Anything more to say?
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it. What was your name?
Kevin.
Kevin. Do you mind if we give you a shout out on our YouTube channel?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. So we are in Robb, Canada right now, and Kevin was kind enough to let us stay here, pitch our tent, and provided us coffee. You're awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Do you want to tell the audience a little bit about Robb and like what you have here for services?
Yeah, well, Robb is a small hamlet of about 150 people. It's about an hour and a half from Jasper, half an hour from the town of Edson. At the hotel, we have rooms, camping, great food, kind of a Tex-Mex barbecue type food, and we love people.
Yeah, you're awesome. You've been so kind. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, well,
thank you so much.
Thank you.
I feel like I want to hug you
Okay.
instead. Really appreciate it. You're
Right
awesome.
on. Yeah, safe travels.
Thanks you.
again.
All right, take care.
Excellent stop there for the night. Kevin was really nice. If you're doing the Great Divide, a stop here in Robb. It's just a little bit off the trail, but
Like barely.
excellent place to stop. Well, hello there, friend.
Oh, hi. Hi, honey.
He told us that in this hamlet of Robb, there's about 150 residents and 300 dogs.
He's an awesome guy. Definitely chat with him if you guys do the Great Divide. All right, day 3's off to us going the wrong direction, up a hill. But we talked to a lot of locals, so that was fun.
All right, so I just looked at the elevation profile for the day, and as far as I can tell, it looks like the first 15-ish miles for the day are going to be uphill.
I have been much less pain this time around, and I think it's because I have a different saddle. I went to a bike shop after being in so much pain on the Great Divide in 2020 that they measured me. I have way too wide of hip bones for the, or sit bones for the saddle that came with my bike. So I'm now rocking a Brooks saddle, which so far has been so much better, like so much less pain. So it might be a combination of multiple things. I also have a new chamois. We also haven't been doing as many miles initially. Like we started off last time doing 65 or 66 miles the first day. Whatever we're doing is working much better. So much less saddle sores. So much better, guys. Definitely if you have bigger hips like me, actually most females I've heard need it, definitely get a different saddle. Get one that fits your body. We're trying this thing where we don't eat first thing in the morning. We get some miles under us first, and then we make food. And yeah, so now we're just on the side of the highway making food.
I was definitely feeling really hungry. I wanted to make it to the 5-mile mark before we ate, but I started getting really shaky, so I've got to eat.
He gets such bad hunger, guys, and he doesn't even realize he's hungry. This is the problem. And he'll just get hangry. So when we were traveling around the world fork time, it was always such a problem because we're both vegetarian, and so sometimes it's really hard to find vegetarian food in certain countries. So it was always like hanger Alex constantly feeding we had to feed the beast all the time.
Hope we have enough to get us through the next 116K. We're feeling really good today. Got some good rest, and we're just seeming to make up these miles uphill pretty well. And we've been staying on track with our goals for the day, so yeah, I'm actually pretty happy about this.
We did it!
We did it.
Woo!
Big hill is done.
I don't know where I've been. I don't keeps on moving. Don't you worry about me, I'm gonna leave it all behind tonight.
Roadside siesta.
Mm-hmm. This heat is a killer. Just finished going up this big, long, nasty hill. That is all the elevation we have left to gain for the day. Felt like we gained quite a bit. I'm gonna have to check at the end of the day what it was in total, but it was quite a bit. But now, from here to the campground is just 3 miles, all downhill, 787 feet down. So that should be really, really nice. And I think it's by some water, so hopefully we can cool off and everything there. Liz is behind me, she's almost here. Oh, I'm so glad that's all done. It's about 8 o'clock now, so we have probably only another 10-15 minutes to get to the campground, so this will be the earliest we've camped so far. Oh, it should be nice to actually have a little bit of relaxation before we go straight to sleep. Once you get to me, that's it. It's all downhill from here. 787 feet downhill in 3 miles.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that should be fun.
Uh-huh.
We made it! Woo!
Gotta get clean.
Yeah.
Today was a really awesome day. We, I think, did about 50 miles, 51 miles. We had about 3,400 feet of elevation gain, 2,900 loss, and we actually made our goal campground. We kind of planned this whole thing before we started, and this is our 3rd day making our goal, which is crazy. This is very different than last time. Maybe it's because our goals are a little bit easier. We aren't trying to aim for like 60 miles a day like we were the first time we did this, so that's probably why. But yeah, things are going, I think, a lot better this time around.
Yeah, for sure. Now we're eating Kathmandu at our awesome campsite with a river.
Kathmandu curry. This is definitely my favorite one of these freeze-dried meals.
So good. Check out this bed head. Good morning, everyone. It is day 4. We are exhausted this morning and we have a big day in front of us. The 3,400 we did yesterday. Yeah, I started doing some hiking and biking there towards the end because my legs just felt like jello. It's gonna be a hot one, so we're both a little nervous about that. We're gonna try to get as many miles as we can before that heat, and then we'll probably take another siesta during the high heat and then put on some more miles afterwards.
My advice, unless you're really passionate about documenting your trip, don't bring a tripod, a drone, and a big camera.
We're always glad once we have the footage though.
First, nice downhill of the day. Oh, this is beautiful. Just amazing, this downhill. Woo! Picking up some major speed. haven't seen any wildlife at all. You know, we heard so much about like, oh, this section is just full of grizzlies. We haven't seen anything, not even a deer. The next section looks pretty tough. Over the next 5 miles, we gain about 900 feet. I've never seen such aggressive horseflies in my life. So they are constantly following us. We gotta put on the bug spray. And they bite, and they draw blood actually if they get you good enough. Yay, more downhill.
All right, guys, we just made a pit stop in Nordegg. It's 2 miles off the trail, but it's the only place for the next like 4 days to restock. So we're gonna be charging some stuff at the cafe, eating some food, and I'm gonna go grab some stuff at a gas station, Shell gas station.
So apparently in these small towns, all you can get is junk food. Chips. I know this wasn't necessary, but sometimes just a little bit of sugar just helps you go a little bit further. We need some kind of calories. Not a lot of options here.
Hey guys, we just had lunch at this cafe, a very long lunch, charged up our stuff, got some very unhealthy convenience foods to stock up for the next 4 days because we're going to be off-grid for 4 days. So we have a very full pack, like such a full pack. But I think we're actually going to make this a shorter day because we spent so much time here and it was so hot earlier. So it's cooled down a little bit now. We'll see how far we can go, but I don't think we're going to try to go the 4,000 feet of elevation gain we had originally planned. All right, back on the GDMBR. This is gorgeous. Wow. Oh, this is what I've been missing.
All right, you ready to lose 1,000 feet?
That sounds crazy. And how long?
About 4 miles. So you're looking at about 250 feet per mile.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Roads are a little washboardy. Not going to be able to pick up as much speed as I thought. Oh my goodness, gravel, gravel, gravel. Wow, that last section was such washboard terrain. I don't know if I've experienced anything like that. I was like the whole time. I hope Liz is okay. That was really rough and steep.
Honey?
Did something?
A bit too fast on the washboard.
Oh, is it the sunscreen? What is it?
You lost like a ton of stuff. Are you kidding me?
This is what happens. Everything shakes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that was, wow.
for the night. Woo. We're definitely surrounded by ATVs and some boaters, so you might have a hard time hearing me, but we found our campsite for the night. A couple takeaways from Canada section that I wanted to touch base with you guys about. It's different from the Montana and Idaho and the portion of the Wyoming section we did, is the roads generally are better. We got to some nasty roads today, but generally they've been better so far. There's been some really great people who stop and check in on us, like a lot of people, but then there's also been like people just blowing through. What the heck? Throwing tons of dust in our faces and rocks.
We can't even see down there. We're gonna have to wait for that to clear, I think.
I just don't understand people being that inconsiderate. And there's so much more people on these trails here in Canada so far. So way more crowds than they were in like the sections we did before. So just some takeaways from Canada section in case anyone was wondering how it differs from the rest of the GDMBR that we did.
That is a marble-sized piece of hail. Uh-oh.
So we're gonna have to, oh boy. I guess I should take the sleeping bag with it. Ah, our tea bags are stuck together. Dang it. Oh my goodness, they're really stuck.
This is recording, right?
Oh, I really hope so.